Hello, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family.
Hello there, welcome back.
So, guys, thanks for being part of this family, and hopefully you guys are subscribed to all three channels. We're going to be doing this one over on EEARTS, as it does have some of the earth changes on it, but we're going to also just talk quickly about what's going on with the balloon. Here we see the question, Mr. President, when and how are you going to remove the Chinese spy balloon? Let's see what he's got to say. Man, a few words sometimes, as you see here. Biden runs from reporters asking about Chinese invasion. Oh, don't you see the way he did that? Chinese invasion, all in caps, of U.S. airspace. Not in caps. Via balloon as he leaves for a DNC donor event in Philadelphia. Meanwhile, you have Blinken. Well, his trip is going to be postponed. Blinken's trip to China postponed after this alleged spy balloon spotted over the U.S. Oh, yeah, it's likely to complicate efforts to reset relations with Beijing. Actually, it's getting a lot of people to ask a lot of questions. Meanwhile, USS Nietzsche entering the Bosphorus this morning. This ship, when anchored off Dolmabachi, will then move towards Golkuk. You know, we're looking at this area right here. I'll blow it up for you guys can see. You know, here you see Greece. Here you see Turkey. This is Sevastopol. This is Crimea up in here. Romania, Krasnodar. This is the Black Sea. So again, this is obviously an area of high concern with everything that's going on in the world. This is a destroyer. It's an Arleigh Burke class destroyer that you see here. When I was looking at U.S. Navy news this week, which came out, I was really curious to see what's going on with the George H.W. Bush. Now they're saying it's operating in the Adriatic Sea. And as we go up here, you can see it's showing it just off the coast of Italy again. And showing three different carrier strike groups in port basically on the east coast. We have two in the South China Sea, and we have two within range of Japan, North Korea, and China. You know, nothing too out of the ordinary there, really. This, though, the George H.W. Bush is one of the most important vessels of the U.S. Navy. It's docked over here in the Aegean Sea off of Greece's coast. Now, my question is this going to follow? I mean, would they really do that? Hopefully, this is not going to go into the Black Sea. But then again, you know, as we've been saying, this is all about triggering that war. And it just feels like they're going to do whatever they possibly can to trigger this war.
You know, it's one of those things where we're in a timeline where these are the things that are happening. If you're someone who can completely avoid this and not even have to reference the information, then that's really good. But we are in a timeline where we see this happening, and we have to make the best of our situation wherever we're at, because anyone who knows about this is what's going on, they're going to have to prepare in some way, shape, or form. At least that's the better thing to do. You know, I mean, there's no perfect situation, but we can make any situation a little bit better if we have the right information and understanding of what's happening.
So remember how they were saying, well, no, this is not military. This is just, you know, it's a weather balloon. It's tracking climate change. Yeah. And it just veered off course. You know, hey, sorry, it's going right down the middle of your country. It's actually, as I was showing in the last video over on Evolutionary, if you really look at it, it's going right over all the nuclear silos are. You know, it covers the heart of that area is what it's doing. And to me, this is like something that they would do before they would set off an EMP. That's just my gut telling me that. And that doesn't mean there's an EMP coming or maybe multiple EMPs. It's just would make sense. This feels like a logical probing. And it's also the type of thing that they do to telegraph what they're doing. So, again, we understand they have all this written out in their script. It's given to us, and, the script is right out there. I've watched Red Dawn. It's been a while. Maybe we'll have to revisit it. But Cindy's like, nah, I don't want to go there. we get this. We get what's coming. So, right, okay, it's just a weather balloon that's off course. Mm-hmm. Well, why is it maneuvering and changing course despite the wind? Hello! Pentagon says Chinese spy balloon has changed course. It appears that it has the ability to maneuver despite the wind streams. Repeat, it has changed course and is maneuvering. Do we have a bunch of idiots here? Can they be that incompetent? Well, it makes me think of this. This is our political system right here. Hey, Chief, look at that. Look at what? It is balloon. It's the CCP. They're gonna invade the old West. Yeah. Name that show. All right. Who's gonna get that one? Who's gonna get that one? Name that show. Okay. So now it appears to maneuver and has changed course. And next thing will be like, well, it seems to have parked over some of the missile silos that we got our ballistic missiles in. Yeah. Here you have the Pentagon saying, it's probably going to be over the United States for a few days. Yeah. It's just got to get its filming done. Reports people across northwest Missouri, near Pleasant Hill and the Kansas City metro area, are reporting seeing the Chinese surveillance balloon moving southeast. Do I still got those things up? I do, don't I? Where was that one? Well, you can see. Let's look at that. This is what they're talking about. What's this? These are Minuteman sites. Hello.
Yes, indeed.
This shows the site. So, came over from Montana, coming on down through, going through Wyoming, poking over into Nebraska, and now, coming on down into Missouri, checking out the Minuteman sites. Oh my God. Can they be that stupid? Can our leadership be that stupid? I don't think they can be that stupid. What's the alternative? Well, the alternative is it's part of a bigger plan. And that plan is just being panned out in front of our eyes here. And I think, you have an awful lot of United States citizens that are probably incredulous because they truly, truly do believe that, 46 and the whole crew there, they're really looking out for us. This is from Gordon Chang. Gordon Chang is the author of The Coming Collapse of China and the Great U.S.-China Tech War. He says the Chinese spy balloon shows that China is preparing to go to war. Yes, they are. It's part of the story. Developing story. If the Chinese spy balloon gets any closer to Ukraine, Biden threatens to take action.
Yes, that's definitely. I'm sure he'll do something serious.
Missouri, Kansas, that's okay. That's fine. Make sure you got plenty of pictures of our nuclear silo sites in Wyoming, Montana, Nebraska, Missouri. But if you get too close to Ukraine, watch out. Oh, this is actually what we are seeing up there. New images reveal a closer look at the Chinese spy balloon. It is poo.
Of course it's just poo. Of course it's just something so harmless.
But he's hanging onto a red balloon. I always thought he was one of those guys.
Me too.
Yeah. Just a little comedy there, guys. So now we go over to Chile, where we see a well-known tourist complex which is completely destroyed by forest fires. I didn't bring it up, but let me just do that really quickly as we are going to check in on the drought monitor, which is looking a lot better, and we're thankful for that. But we understand that Biden probably got the message from Xi. Okay, turn off, the geoengineering that's causing this drought, because, we're going to want that soil to be productive when we take over your farmlands. So now, of course, we're going to switch, and, we're going to see nice weather patterns coming and settle in. It's just par for the course. So you can see things are looking up again. Texas was once really dark red and dark brown. Look at that. Whoa, there is no red zones in California. We are on to kind of peachy and orangey colors. So it is looking much, much better overall. So we got some good news there, even though the balloon is up over our heads, guys. Coldest wind chills in decades expected in parts of the U.S. Yeah, it's, again, we've been pretty cold, pretty miserable for, our area, again, eastern Texas. But what you're going to be seeing is going to be pretty damn cold as you see the Northeast. And, Boston, I was looking, look at that, Boston. You could have feel like temps that are 30 to 40 below. That's pretty chilly. That is definitely pretty chilly. As you see, my old home area territory in Connecticut, 30 to 20 below, feel like New York City. You're going to be looking at about 10 to 20 below, feel like. And it will get there every now and then, but this is pretty rare, and it could actually be record-setting, as, again, records falling everywhere. Historic Sierra Nevada snowpack brings drought relief and flooding concerns to California. Again, we'll keep watching and wondering at what point do they switch from La Nina to El Nino, and then everything kind of goes in reverse again. Thousands of homes flooded in Java and Borneo, Indonesia, as well, as they've been hammered by severe floods in recent days. And, again, this is what we're seeing all over the globe. But yet here we have Uruguay. Uruguay is one of South America's less talked about places, I would say. Yet their agricultural emergency is persisting as they have drought conditions going on, and it's expected to intensify. Everything that we see, all these wild swings, all the chickens being cold, get your eggs while you can. A lot of people are eating a lot of extra eggs lately.
Kind of strange, huh?
Yeah, well, there's this thing going around saying that it might help against certain, cold and flu-like symptoms.
Well, we better get the eggs out of here.
Protect your huevos, man. Protect your huevos. Good idea. And here we go. Look at this little guy. Again, take care of nature. Nature will take care of you. Look at how trusting. And he is so thankful for those estrogen-causing plastics that he is receiving at this point in time. And yes, we need to have a little levity, because, without the levity, we might go insane in these times.
Well, he can just detox them out. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a cutie. Again, take care of nature. Nature will take care of you. They can feel your intentions. They could feel your frequency and your vibration. They know who to trust and who not to trust. Again, the guy that might be out there with the BB gun going to shoot this guy looking that he's a pesky guy, he won't go up to that guy, no. But he will go up to these kids, because these kids will lend him a helping hand.
Indeed, they will.
As always, guys, thank you for your support on Patreon and also on Ko-Fi. Make sure that you're subscribed to all 3 channels and our newest channel, Heart's Home. Lots of good feedback coming back from last night's one we put up. And it's a healing meditation to get rid of anger. Oh, we need to process and purge in these times, because, boy, they're really kind of giving it to humanity. I think that's a fair statement.
I think it's a great statement. Yeah.
God bless and stay prepared. Namaste.
Namaste.